Hello, I'm the sexual integrity coach, Dr. Stephen Davidson. Welcome to another episode of Adult Sex Education. I invite you to subscribe to this channel because subscribing is free. Right now, many of the topics I am covering are those suggested by subscribers. I appreciate the request for topics and your comments on the videos. About 50% of my caseload are couples. Some of them have been in long-term relationships of over 20 years. One concern many of these couples report is that sex between them has become less frequent than in the early years of the relationship. This is true for most couples, and for some, their relationship eventually becomes sexless. Today I want to talk about some of the science behind why couples have sex less often the longer they are together. The early phase of a relationship, often called limerence, is very important for bonding with the other person. We do this through eye contact, loving touch, laughing with the other person, and sex. All of these things release oxytocin in the brain, and this is an important neurochemical that facilitates attachment to a partner, a child, and even the family pet. Oxytocin is naturally soothing and calming. It creates a sense of safety and peace in the presence of the other. It is the neurochemical that may cause us to cuddle or fall asleep after sex. Sex also releases dopamine in the brain, which gives us a sense of euphoria, causing us to return to the source of that euphoria again and again. Some people believe they are addicted to sex because they enjoy the euphoria it provides in their life. I've told you before that erotic desire, intimacy, and love are three distinctly different concepts. We've been led to believe that they always exist simultaneously in the romantic relationship and that they always will. This makes for great love stories and romance novels, but it doesn't work this way in reality for most couples. All three can exist together at some point in the romantic relationship, but frequently erotic desire will diminish across time, even when the bond with your partner remains strong. Love and intimacy can grow in relationships with people for whom we have no erotic desire. Erotic desire can also exist for people with whom we will never have a loving or intimate connection. Early in the erotic relationship, we don't know very much about the other person. The attraction is likely more physical because we don't really have a history with them to know much else. We build a fantasy about who they are based on who we want them to be in our erotic or romantic narrative. We call this projection. As the relationship develops, we learn more of the truth about the object of our erotic desire, and some of that truth isn't sexy. The longer we're with someone, the more truth gets revealed, and our romantic or erotic fantasy is replaced by reality. This isn't necessarily bad because it is how bonding develops and true love and intimacy grow. Ironically, as love for the other person grows and intimacy develops, erotic desire can begin to wane. Most new relationships will not make it to the 3-month mark. By 3 months, one or both of you have seen enough red flags that you don't want to continue to invest time and energy. In the first year, each 3-month period you survive puts you closer and closer to the nesting phase, where you start talking about where you will live together, how you will manage money, whose family you're going to spend the holidays with, and which direction the toilet paper roll should face when it's replaced. Sleeping in bed with them every night acquaints you with their morning breath, their lactose intolerance, and how loudly they snore if they've had too much to drink. You get to know what they're like when they're sick with the flu, a stomach virus, or even something more serious that can require significant medical attention and recovery. We generally don't find these things sexy in ourselves or anyone else. The mystery is gone, and now we see just how human the other person is. If you had not already formed the attachment through erotic activity in the first year, you might not stay for the second year and every year thereafter. Across the lifespan of the relationship, couples continue to become more familiar with each other in every way, both positive and negative. The relationship is enhanced by the ways you each demonstrate respect, reliability, tenacity, patience, compassion, and trust. This will strengthen your bond and maybe even your erotic relationship. Relationships will be diminished by experiences of abuse, betrayal, deception, and disappointment. These things are not sexy and make the other seem less erotically desirable. Relationships can also be harmed by untreated addiction and mental illness, financial dependence, legal problems, or general irresponsibility. Due to hormonal changes in the brain as we age, many people will experience a decrease in libido, also known as sexual appetite. Couples strong in love and intimacy will be getting steady doses of dopamine and oxytocin from their interactions with each other, their children, and also their pets. The intense desire for erotic activity they experienced early in the relationship might now be replaced by the sense of contentment and safety they feel because of their bond and trust in each other. There are many different ways couples deal with the evolution of their relationship and the changes in their erotic desire for the other partner. When you can find a path that you both agree on, the relationship can stay intact, flexing to meet the needs and desires of the individuals involved. When couples disagree about how to manage the changes, or they can't flex to meet each other's individual needs and desires, then the relationship becomes more dysfunctional or it ends. In couples counseling, a sex therapist will help the couple understand the unique strengths and challenges in their relationship and explore their options based on their common goals. Every relationship is unique, and the treatment plan has to be tailored to the unique needs and desires of the individuals in the relationship. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to this channel. I welcome your feedback for ideas for other topics you want me to discuss. Please check out my website at sexualintegritycoach.com. There you'll find links to both of my books, Sexual Integrity, Finding the Courage to Be Yourself, as well as Peaceful Mind, Peaceful Life, the guidebook to happiness.